Yo, what is up, guys? Your boy Nosy Boy here, back with a brand new video, all revolvers, and sorry if the audio in the game isn't the best because audio low-key kind of loud, but anyways, we back, and just before this video even start, I'ma just let y'all know I am basically the ninja of this game, cause I'm actually like the best. I never miss. I don't even have a shot. I'm just like the best. Bro, who did that? Where you at? Oh, no. Okay, let's be real here. That wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. But yeah, we really out here. I'm about to show you guys how to be a pro in wall revolvers. So, tip number one, if you want to be a pro in wall revolvers, is always aim with your wrist because a lot of players they don't aim with their wrist. They try really hard to use their fingers, but that's for console and you don't want to aim with your wrist. I mean, with your fingers because you have your wrist. Um, and yeah, sorry if my voice sounds kind of bad right now. I have a my throat kind of sore and my nose stuffy. Um, anyways, tip number two is just let me bop this guy real quick. Okay. Well, tip number two is always look around because there's guys camping on the map constantly. You don't want to get sniped because like look, if I'm just looking this way and I'm just shooting, you know what happens? You die because you won't see people over there or anywhere. So if you're in a fight, it's okay to look around, but if you're like open, you might want to look around because that'll benefit you quite a lot. Tip number three, to be a pro in wild revolvers, is never make excuses because people love to make excuses like, "Oh, I'm lagging," but really, if you are lagging, just know that it's the game. It's not your Wi-Fi. Don't blame it on the game because it happens a lot because this game is horrible. It hasn't been updated in so just don't mind the lag. You can just leave and rejoin and you'll be all good. Okay. Faggot. Tip number four is what is it? Tip number four is always press E, Q, or R because E does this, Q does this, R does that. And once you get the hang of it, you can just do that and shoot. Once after you get the kill, just move like that again because it'll make you a lot harder to hit just because you're moving constantly and you're ducking. So it's gonna make people like stress out to hit you. Just okay. It's gonna make people stress out to kind of hit you because they're gonna have to move up, down, left, right, all that hard crap like that, and they're gonna have to shoot. And it really helps a lot. And tip number five about to be a pro and go revolvers is stay focused. A lot of people will get off topic in a game and they'll type like these people. And once you type, like you'll kind of like get off topic because you have to use both your fingers to type if you want to type fast. And people do that. And once they type with both their hands, like you can't focus on the game, and that's when people get sold like I did yesterday and lost 24 kills. But but we'll let it slide that one time. Um, tip six to being a pro in this game is this one kind of weird, but don't camp. Right? If you want to be a pro in Wild Rovers, you can't camp because camping it's not gonna make you a better player if you just sit in one spot the entire game. It won't help you at all. You can't get proness. That's my new word. You can't get proness by just camping in one spot the entire game. Like yeah, it helps sometimes. But there's certain maps to camp in, and there's certain ones not to camp in. Like, if you're good, if you're a good player, instead of camping like those guys, you would go down and you would try to get every kill because one, you get high kills, and two, it helps the whole team out because you win and you level up. I'm pretty sure you level up more by depending on how many kills you get because after so many kills you get double time RP um and yeah, it really helps out. It helps you out and it helps your team out. Um, number 7 to becoming a pro in Wild Rovers is never give up. If there's one guy who you're trying to kill the whole game and you want to kill this player, just don't give up because everyone slacks off a little bit, especially me. Like I'm not bad at the game, but you know I'm pro. Like I said, I'm really out here beasting. You want to be a pro, you just gotta work hard, stay on the grind, and I'm pretty sure you could just get a private server, practice with your friends, see how many kills you can get, see how good your aim is, and I never done that before, personally, but I think that's what you can do if you're not the best like mine. But tip number 8 to becoming a pro in Revolvers is um don't what was it? I forgot what it was. This tip. Okay, tip number 8 to becoming a pro or Revolvers is don't get nervous. A lot of times in close range situations, you'll see players get nervous. They'll start doing that a lot and like freaking out and missing their shots. But really, if you just don't think about it, you can really like just trying to if you don't think about it and like just focus on like aiming like this with your crosshair, you can hit those shots and I'm obviously a pro, so I don't miss that a lot. I'm lying. I die. But yeah, that's tip number 8. Just don't freak out because it's only gonna make your aim worse, and if you think about what's happening, then you might freak out. But look, here's what I do. Whenever it's too close, just disengage and try to close off. I mean, try to get that separation, and when you do that, you can do a long range fight. But if you do disengage and turn your back on the player, just make sure you move in zigzags like this because that way, when you do that, it'll be hard for them to hit you, and um, they'll go somewhere else, and you can just pick them off from a long distance. Get wrecked. But tip number 9 to becoming a pro in this game is um, it's don't get too cocky because a lot of times players will tend to get cocky and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna drop a 20 bum. I'm gonna drop a 30 bum." Like, kid, you're not going to do that, especially when I'm on your team or against you because, I'm obviously pro, so that's gonna be pretty hard to do. So, yeah, that's tip number 9. Don't get too cocky because you never know what can happen. There's tons of players really out there. It's really good, and just never know what can happen. So just try not to get too cocky. And finally, the last tip that we have on this, well, not list because I didn't write anything down, so you know. But the last tip that we have on, well, in my head is never let the trash talk get to you because sometimes players like the trash talk, and when they do that, some players let it get to them and it really throws them off their game. So if anyone trash talk, don't listen to it. Just take it as motivation and keep grinding. And one day you could be the best like me. And when that happens, I mean, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to beat me because I'm obviously God. But you could try. But good luck. And yeah, that's all I have for the gameplay and for the commentary. And yeah, see you guys later. Snows boy, I'm out. Peace.